Now is Çakar. Hello to you. Thanks for joining us on the programme this morning as we continue to look at these images. It's so heartbreaking, honestly. It's just so emotional. So she is the International Blue Crescent Relief and Development Foundation spokesperson. Tell me about the organisation that you work for. It's on the ground, I think, in Gaziantep at the moment, near the epicentre of the earthquake. What are they reporting back to you?
Hi, well, yeah, first, thank you for having us. And I really want to just, it's morning time here still. And some of us who have been on the night shift as well, maybe are just starting. And I also want to thank everybody who has continued their efforts in all of this devastation. Our team, first of all, our organization is a Turkish organization. We were established in 2000, so we've been around for more than 20 years, and we've had offices across that region for many years, implementing programs in support of those affected by the war in Syria since 2012, and even before that. And so we have about 6 locations between project sites and offices that have been affected. As you said, we have sent a semi-truck to Gaziantep with about 4,000 blankets and a bunch of other materials. And our team, the main hub right now that we have fully established is in Kilis. And this is in our existing community center. Fortunately, it wasn't damaged too much in the earthquakes, and we've been able to host hundreds and hundreds of our community members. And we have multiple points set up throughout Kilis where we are doing hot meals and soup distribution, as well as like basic needs, and trying to answer as many calls as we can. We already had established communities across that region, so we are hearing a lot from our community members, via text messages, social media, phone calls. People since we are really well known in the region, people, our community members down there have also forwarded our contact information to people who are seeking help. And so we are just, we're doing our best. So we're in Kilis, Gaziantep. Şanlıurfa is one of our other locations. There we are supporting the municipality for a shelter that is housing 9,000 people right now. As you know, there's, I think, maybe over 300,000 people left homeless, at least in the region. And today and tomorrow, we are focused on continuing our efforts in Kilis, Gaziantep, and Şanlıurfa, and we will also ramp up our efforts for Hatay and Kahramanmaraş. So those are the locations on the Turkey side. We also have a location in Azaz on the Syria side. And we had been implementing a health project with a mobile clinic where we were traveling around to about 5 locations in northwest Syria. So we are also working with our partners to assess the situation there, and work with our donors and partners to kind of develop a quick and effective relief program, including food and medical supplies to northwest Syria as well.
As we look, I continue to watch here, they brought in equipment to be able to cut through that metal, and they're also brought a chain in to pick up that big pillar and put it onto the vehicle that's waiting here to get it out of the way, to be able to get deeper into this hole to see if they can find anyone alive. Our correspondent Alex Crawford told us that in Antakya she has not seen any military personnel helping with this sort of work. We haven't, in the time that we have been here on the ground. Is that a surprise? I mean, I suppose the government would say there are 13.5 million people affected, an area the size of the United Kingdom, and the military can't be everywhere.
Well, I mean, this is an unprecedented devastation. I don't think anybody could be prepared for two back-to-back earthquakes over 7.5 on the magnitude for the Richter scale. So I believe that everybody is doing their best. As a humanitarian organization, we are grounded in humanitarian principles, and so we just do our best on the ground to coordinate with whoever is in the area, and also to have effective communication mechanisms so that we can also coordinate across cities. Yeah.
Okay. We must leave it there. Thank you very much indeed for your insight. It is much appreciated. Thank you. Work continuing here on what was once an 8-storey apartment block. Nathan's just going to come with me as I show you the environment here. We are going to be here throughout the moment. This is the vehicle, obviously, that is bringing out the heavy wreckage while those workers continue up there. And if we just come this way, you can see what was here before.